Hello, today I'm going to be making the Mediterranean Bake Recipe Kit, which is something that you might see at Weight Watchers when you go to buy your little snacks and treats and you think to yourself, oh, I wonder what that's like. Well, I've bought it and I'm going to do it for you. So it's really simple, only 10 minutes to prepare. You buy the kit and then you also need, extra to the kit, you need some fish. So it recommends cod fillets on here, but well, there was a special offer on these sea bass fillets, so I'm going to try it with those. It recommends some capers. I don't like capers, but I'm just going to use a teaspoon of pine nuts because I really like pine nuts and they're very good for you. Handful of fresh parsley, which I don't have, so I'm not going to beat myself up about it, and the juice of 1 lemon. So my oven's on preheating to it's fan 180, which my oven is, but if you haven't got a fan oven, it's 200 degrees. So we need to put the Mediterranean sauce, which comes in a sachet like this, nice and easy, into a oven-proof baking dish. So I'm just going to do that. I'll just squeeze the rest of it out of view down there. And then with this, we just combine the capers. So it's only a teaspoon, so nothing, not too much. It actually looks really nice, and we don't have smell-o-vision yet, but it smells really tomatoey and lovely. It's obviously got lots of spices in, so it looks lovely. I'm pretty sure you can also use with this chicken, because it does smell like something that you would use a chicken sauce, just a Mediterranean sauce. So I'm just going to add this many capers. Capers, I didn't have any capers, did I? Pine nuts. Probably about a tablespoon. Should give it a nice little bit of crunch while I'm eating that. And then into that you just pop your fillets. It does say to skin your fillets, but do you know what? I'm happy to do that whilst I'm eating it. So just going to pop you on pause a second while I get into this packet, or else I'm going to end up cutting my finger off. 2 minutes, 2, 1. Well, that was a little bit harder than it looked. I'm glad I did that off camera. I did almost cut my finger off. So, so we've got our fillets there, our lovely sea bass. So I'm going to pop those into the sauce. I'll show you shortly once I've got them in. And then just cover them over with the mixture that we've got in the bowl so far. So I guess the easiest way to do that is to pop them in one way and then turn them over. So a little bit messy, but hey, it's like a fish pie. It's not meant to be award-winning. Right, okay. So now should look something like that. Guess it doesn't look very appetising at the moment. Hopefully it's going to look a little bit nicer once it's baked. So next step, we take our dry ingredients. So I'm going to pop all these in a bowl. So I've already opened these. We've got a sachet of breadcrumbs, which comes in the packet. I'm going to pop those in a bowl. And then there's some Mediterranean seasoning. Smells very much to me like mixed herbs. And I am also going to add to that just a little bit of grated parmesan. So not too much. Parmesan's fairly low in smart points. As ever, I'll give you the smart point values at the end. So let's just another little Vanessa guesstimate there. I think that was about a tablespoon. So your mixture now looks something like that. Very tasty. Sprinkle that on top of your wet mix. I'm going to show you what this looks like. And there you go. There you have it. Starting to look a little bit tastier now. I mean, for me, I would say that probably if I'd have made something like that before I did Weight Watchers, I would have really piled on the breadcrumbs and really piled on the cheese. And I'm hoping to find that the other flavours are going to sort of compensate for that sort of lack of crunch on the top there. So, you know, we do need to make these compromises because we are on Weight Watchers. I'm going to pop this into the oven. It takes 20 to 30 minutes or until the fish just flakes. I'm going to give it about 22 minutes in my oven because my oven's quite quick, and I'll let you know what it looks like once it's done. So here we are back with our lovely Mediterranean fish bake with the lovely crunchy topping. As I said, I hope that it would turn out like that. So this is actually a portion for 2 people, but that looks a little bit much for me, so I'm just going to have about a third of this as my portion. I've filled my plate up with some lovely fresh rocket and tomatoes to have on the side, so I mustn't burn myself here. And I'm just going to dish up. Lovely portion. I'll have to remember for half a portion, for half that, it's 6 points, but I have to remember to add in my pine nuts, so I would say probably about 7 points would cover it. And there we have it. So lovely, delicious midweek meal ready in less than 20 minutes.